Tom, welcome to the Law Show.
Hi, thanks for taking my call.
You're welcome.
My story's kind of complicated, so I'll be very concise. I was wrongly terminated from a former employer because of religious discrimination and retaliation. I had an attorney originally try to negotiate a severance package. Didn't work out, so I took my charge to the EEOC, Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. They finally now, after a year of investigating, have told me that they believe there is, basis for my case. They did not dismiss it, and they have just offered a conciliation agreement to the former employer and to me. So my question is, first of all, I'm having a hard time trying to really pinpoint, I guess a dollar amount on what, may be reasonable or not.
Right.
I'm also trying to then figure if the EEOC typically if the EEOC and the party that I've charged, if it's customary that parties do conciliate, more often than not, or would this be something that I'm just gonna
let me ask you this,
most
Tom.
likely heading to federal court with?
Tom, let me ask you this: did you get a right to sue letter?
I did not.
All right.
That's always been an option. It's mentioned in the paperwork that, they could have dropped the investigation and issued me a right to sue at any point, but they continued with their investigation, did not find any reason to dismiss it, and therefore did find, what I guess you'd call a reasonable cause based on my charges.
All right. Well, listen, Brad Wing is here, and he has a lot of information about the EEOC, and he can talk to you about that. I can just about guarantee you that he's going to let you know that whatever you get by yourself, going with a lawyer who's experienced with the EEOC like Brad Wing, you're going to get way more than if you went by yourself. What do you think, Brad?
Yeah, the EEOC tends to lowball cases a lot, and they try to find that fine line what makes the employer happy and it makes the person happy to get a little bit of money. I found that when dealing with the EEOC, I get much better results when we actually file suit in federal court, and then without even having to go to trial, we'll settle the case, and it's still more money than the person would have gotten had they just taken that conciliation agreement.
So that you're saying the EEOC tends to be low on whatever they offer.
Yeah, Tom, how long have you been? Were you out of work for a significant period of time?
Yeah, I'm still out of work. It's been 18 months.
18 months? So I say that the starting figure is, how long do you think it's going to take you to get back to work?
Hey, this is Michigan.
Yeah, so that's what you need to think about in terms of dealing with how much money you want to settle this case for, because you may be out of work 5 years, so let's take 5 years of your salary, and that might be a figure where we want to start at looking at, settling this case.
But, Brad, isn't there an opportunity to also get non-economic damages, or what we call pain and suffering?
Sometimes there is, especially in a case where there's religious discrimination like Tom's talking about.
So now what is it going to cost Tom to come in and talk to you and me about his case?
It's going to cost Tom as much as it costs to fill his car up with gas and drive over to the Daily Law Firm in Royal Oak.
Which is to say we don't charge to sit down and talk with you about your case and give you your upside, your downside, and your options, okay?
Oh, so I get a free tank of gas just for calling?
Since Brad offered that, I'm going to give you a free tank of gas, and it's going to come right out of his paycheck. Hey, Tom, I want you to hold on for a second. We're not done with you in answering your question, but we got to take a short break. When we come back, we'll be answering all your legal questions about every single legal question that you can think of. 855 Law Show. We'll be right back. We're going to go back to Tom now. We were answering a question about an EEOC matter. Welcome to the show, Tom.
Hi, thanks for having me again.
All right, well, listen, we've done a little bit of research, and Brad wanted to get with you and tell you a little bit about what are the damages that may be available to you. And what we'd like to do is invite you to come in and talk to us about handling your matter, because we think that we can do a lot better than you can going alone or without a lawyer, okay?
Okay.
So go ahead, Brad.
When you have a case like this, you have your available damages. You have actual damages are unlimited. So any actual costs that you have out of pocket or any other damages that you may have are unlimited. Your pain and suffering are capped at $300,000. Your wage loss is also capped, but when you're talking about those kind of numbers, that we're talking serious figures here. And I don't know what they've offered you, and we don't have to talk about that on the air. We can talk about that in my office, but I'm assuming that the offer is probably lower than what we could probably get for you. So I'd love to have you.
Yeah.
We're going to have Kevin take down your number, and I'm going to give you a call after the show to set up an appointment. Does that sound good?
Yeah, it sounds fair. I appreciate it, and man, I'm looking forward to that free tank of gas, and I'm so glad I don't have to involve all my sisters in this as well.
Yeah, now tell me, Tom, that you're going to be driving down from the UP, will you? Because you may need more than one tank of gas, and I got to make sure and budget it out of Brad's paycheck since he offered that to you.
Oh yeah, you betcha.
I'm hoping Tom drives some
Did you
sort
hear he
of
said
a
you
hybrid.
betcha?
Yeah.
That's a clear sign that he's from the UP. All right, we'll see you when you get down here, Tom, okay? If you decide you don't want to hire us and you want to go alone, you can still do that. But sit down and talk with us. We'll let you know what you can look at and what we can do for you, okay?
Yeah, no, I'd love to. Thank you.